really quick, if you are a pregnant woman, or you are the partner of someone who's pregnant, or you're planning on becoming pregnant, or you dream of becoming pregnant, anything involving pregnancy, just a PSA, look into what you want to do with your placenta. I decided to keep my placenta, and you have to sign forms in the hospital if you want to keep it, because it is like an organ and you can't sell your organ because that's like black market shit. And anyways, so you have to sign like a release form, whatever. I signed the release form, and they forgot to give it to me when they discharged me from the hospital. So I called back a couple days, and they're like, oh yeah, we have it, it's in the fridge, you can come and get it whenever. And I was like, okay, no worries. I took like 3 days to go and get it. When I got there to pick it up, they're like, oh yeah, we must have thrown it out, like we didn't know you were coming, or whatever. And I was like, oh, I spoke to like the manager of like the hospital. This is like the women's center in the hospital, and they said that they had it and I could come and pick it up. And they're like, yeah, it's not in our fridge anymore. So I was livid, because obviously it's like literally my body part, and I signed a release form for it and like all this stuff, and I wasn't like, because I got a fever during labor, I wasn't allowed to ingest the placenta, because that's what some women want to do after they give birth. They want to ingest it, and I wasn't planning on doing that. I want to plant a tree with it, but that's besides the point. So I was told, all of the care and all that, you can't ingest it because you suspect fever and all this stuff. So they went over all of it. So I was upset, because where's my placenta? And I had heard conspiracies about like the testing that they do on placentas, and that hospitals sell the placenta and sell the stem cell research in the placenta. Anyways, so I called the manager, and I'm like, how did this happen? How was this, without my consent? How was it thrown away? She's like, let me see if I can, what I can do, if I can find it. She calls me back and says, oh, I found it. It's in our lab. Our lab. The hospital sent it to the lab, that like in the hospital, the lab ward or whatever, without my consent, and then told me that they threw it away. So be careful and stay on top of it. And if you want your placenta, keep it.